Hello, in this video I'm going to walk you through the moving button program. This is just another exercise in working with random numbers, and also it'll show you how to handle mouse over events. So handling events is something that we're going to be doing a lot of in terms of tracking where the mouse was clicked or which keys were clicked. So this is just a silly little program that I'm going to walk you through. I have sized this dialog to be 500 by 300. So if I go, it looks like 400 by 300. Okay, there we go. So there's the size property. So all these properties that you see down in these panels, you can set those from code. So that's what we're going to do. Now I've got a button on here that says click me, and if you click on this button it calls application.exit. So this is a fairly boring program at the moment. But let's have some fun with this. What I'm going to do is, with the button selected here, I'm going to click on the lightning bolt down here in the properties window. And what this does is it gives me a list of events that I can listen for, I can get notifications for. And this is how we're going to eventually handle keyboard input when we're working with arcade games. But notice that there's one here that says mouse enter. So let me double click on mouse enter, and you'll see that Visual Studio has now created code for me that will get run when the mouse is over that particular control. So what could I do, theoretically, to have some fun here when the mouse is over that button? Well, I'm going to actually move the button. So to move the button to a random location, I need to generate random numbers. And there is a built-in class to do that for you. It's called random. And I'll call my random number generator R. And to create a new object, I have to use the new operator and then the name of the object. So I have declared a new random number generator called R, and now I'm assigning it to a new copy of that object. And then to generate new numbers, there is a function in the random class called next, and you can pass in the range of numbers you want. So let's see. Let's look at our button one here. Button one dot, and then let's see what properties are in here. We should have a top property and a left property. If I scroll down here, let's see. Do we have top? Yeah, sure. There it is. Top equals. Now let's remember that our form was 300 pixels tall, so we can say r dot next, and then we can give it, we'll say somewhere between 0 and 300. So it's going to, R is going to generate a random number for us between 0 and 300, and then we're going to assign that to the top property of the button. And then let's do this for the left property of the button as well. And our form was 400 pixels wide. So there we go. Let's give this a go and then see what happens. So now if I put the mouse over the button, but the button, oh, where'd the button go? He probably jumped completely off the screen. All right, so let's change this a little bit. Let's make the let's change our range. Let's narrow it down a little bit. Maybe, I don't know, 50 and 250. What I'm doing here is I'm kind of making sure that the button actually stays on the form. There we go. So the button doesn't jump completely off the form. There we go. So I can't actually click on the button. That's sort of annoying, but it's good. You can still use the close box, or you could put up a menu here with a quit function. So there you go. That's how you generate random numbers. You just use the random object, the random class, you create a copy of it, and then you can call the next function and pass in the range of numbers that you would like to have a number within. So before I stop recording though, I just want to try something else that might be kind of fun. I'm going to bring up my toolbox, and I'm going to search for the timer control. I'm going to put a timer on this form here. And notice that my timer has properties. Hang on, where is my timer? Oh, okay. So the reason I don't see the properties for the timer is because I still have the lightning bolt selected. I want to go back to the wrench to see, where is it? Properties. It's the little to the left of the wrench. That will show me the properties for the timer. So let's just say that the timer is enabled when it starts, and I'll set it to be 1,000 milliseconds for the interval. So 1 second. 1,000 milliseconds is 1 second. And then let me double click on my timer here. And what I'll do is I'll take this code and I will put it down here. And now when I run my form, so now, there we go. So if I want, maybe I could change the interval, narrow it down a little bit, but there you go. That's another just stupid thing you could do using random numbers in a timer. Now I've got this thing that jumps around the screen. So hopefully you're starting to see, hey, if we have a timer that drives our program and we can listen for events and generate random numbers, we're getting pretty close to the point where we can start creating arcade games. So there you go. Hope you have fun with this. If you have any questions on how it works, just let me know. Thanks for watching.